Summer camp is supposed to be about bonfires, ghost stories, and making memories. But for these people, the memories they left with were nightmares. Always remember, when you're out in the woods, miles from safety, there's no telling who might be watching you or waiting. I was 16 the summer I worked as a counselor in training at a summer camp in upstate New York. The camp itself was massive, dozens of wooden cabins scattered in a circle around a large dark lake, with trails that wound into the forest for miles. During the day, it was beautiful. The sunlight sparkled on the water, the kids were running around laughing, and the smell of campfire smoke drifted in the air. But the nights at camp felt different. When the sun went down, the lake turned black. The woods grew quiet, too quiet, like the entire forest was holding its breath. Even the crickets seemed to stop at certain hours. One evening, after dinner, I decided to take a walk. It was July, humid, and the air was buzzing with mosquitoes. I told myself I needed to clear my head after a long day of wrangling campers. The lake always calmed me down. By the time I got there, the sky was already a deep orange, the sun sinking behind the pine trees. The water rippled gently against the dock, reflecting the last traces of light. I remember thinking, this is the part of camp I'll miss one day. But then I noticed something. Across the lake, near the tree line, there was someone standing there. At first, I thought it was another counselor. I squinted, trying to recognize the silhouette, but it wasn't anyone I knew. The figure was tall, wearing a dark hoodie with the hood pulled up tight. His jeans looked heavy, almost dirty, completely wrong for the summer heat. I waved. I even called out a soft, "Hey," across the water, my voice echoing faintly. Nothing. He didn't wave back. He didn't even move. I tried to laugh it off, muttering, "Okay, maybe just a hiker." But as I turned to leave, I saw him crouch, slowly, like he was deliberately lowering himself to stay out of sight. That's when my stomach dropped. There was no reason for anyone to do that, not unless they didn't want to be seen. I froze, staring across the lake. The trees were shadowy, and I almost lost track of where he was. For a second, I convinced myself he'd disappeared. But then, through a gap in the branches, I caught sight of his face. Or at least, where his face should have been. It was too dark to make out features, just a hood angled down, staring straight across at me. I forced myself to walk back toward the trail, trying not to look like I was panicking. But then I heard it. Leaves crunching. He was moving. Not toward me directly, but around the lake. His steps were fast, deliberate. He was circling. I picked up speed, telling myself, "Don't run, don't run." But my chest was already tightening. Then a stick